This campaign generated a lot of sales with very low ad spend and a very high ROAS. However, this didn't happen accidentally. We calculated every detail for this campaign to succeed. And of course, in this video, I'll show you exactly what you need to be calculating before you launch your Amazon PPC ads. I'm gonna particularly focus on three main things. Number one would be your profit before advertising. Number two would be your break-even ACOS. And number three, how much should you exactly spend on advertising as a test? So what is your maximum test budget? So by the end of this video, you'll realistically know whether to keep spending money on ads or to completely stop a campaign and why. Sellers Society is an award-winning agency and we've been supporting sellers on Amazon in the Middle East since 2019. And I know the main pain point for a lot of sellers that launch ads is after they launch ads, they get a bunch of metrics and they don't really know whether a campaign is performing well or not. They only know the campaign performance based on sales. And yes, of course, at the end of the day, we are selling on Amazon because we want to sell and make money. But you need to also understand the data coming out of your ad so that you can understand whether the ad is performing well, whether you're actually making money, or whether you need to optimize. Now, if it's not clear as to why this information is important, well, if this is your first business or if you're launching your Amazon business on the side of your existing job or your existing business, logically, every single dirham or whatever currency you're spending on Amazon is very important. You do not want to launch an ad campaign, spend a bunch of money, and then panic not knowing what exactly is going on. And that's why this video is very crucial. So let's get to work. If this is your first time watching a video on this channel, hi, my name is Crystal from Sellers Society. Excited to welcome you on the channel, but if you are a recurring viewer, thank you so much for your loyalty and support. We started creating content all about selling on Amazon because the main purpose was to give you all of the information that you need to succeed. However, as always, we are a partner for Amazon, so if you want help and support, you can reach out to us on our website so you can check out the program that we offer sellers just like you on www.assmiddleeast.org. Now, before you actually leave this video, please know that I have a downloadable PDF for you that you can download free that contains a lot more in-depth information. Just to keep this video fast-paced, I'm gonna make it very basic, but if you want more in-depth information, you'll find it linked in the description box of the video. Just download the PDF. Let's get started with step number one, calculate your profit before any advertising. So this is very important. You need to know what your profit is before you start advertising, and it's gonna make a lot of sense in a few minutes, so stay with me. So to calculate your actual profitability before advertising, you need to add your selling price minus all of your costs. By cost, we're talking about the product, the FBA, the referral fee, you know, the fees on Amazon. That would equal your profit before ads. So let's assume you're selling your product at 100 dirhams. All of your costs of selling the product on Amazon are 60 dirhams. Then your profit before ads is 40 dirhams per product. i.e. the 40 dirhams is the maximum budget that you have in order to spend on this product before you start losing money. Now, obviously, I'm not saying you should be spending all of this 40 dirhams, but at least now you have a number that you can just have to focus on. Step number two, calculate your break-even ACOS. Now, I know a lot of you, when you launch your ads or if you're currently advertising, you've seen this metric ACOS, or advertising cost of sale, or ACOS. But a lot of people don't know how this number works, and a lot of people think it's a general number that applies to everyone. Now, listen to this. This is the formula that you need to use in order to assess and know your break-even ACOS, and it's very simple, and you need to use it per product. Your profit before ads, which we calculated in step number one, divide that by the selling price and multiply it by 100 so that it gives you a percentage. In the case of what we did before. We took our profit before ads, which was 40 dirhams. We divided it by our selling price, which is 100 dirhams, and multiply it by 100. So it gave us 40%. So if your break-even ACOS for your ads, or if your ACOS rather for your ads is below 40%, then guess what? You're making money. If your ACOS is at 40%, then you're breaking even. At least you're not losing money. You're not making money yet. And if your ACOS is above 40%, then you're losing money. Before I continue, it's important to consider that when you are first launching a product, specifically if it's a very brand new product, it'll be very difficult to hit that 40% from, that theoretical 40% or whatever the percentage is for you as soon as you launch a product, because there are a lot of factors to think about, specifically if you are a new product. So keep that in mind. Don't feel if your ACOS is a little bit above break even, then everything is lost. Of course, there's a lot of things to consider, which I'll be talking at the end of the video, so stay with me. Now, on the other hand, ideally, if you've been advertising for a while, you don't want your ACOS to be at break even because you're basically not making money. You want to aim to get that ACOS below the break even. So as an example, if the break even is 40%, I would want my ACOS to be around 20, giving me a good chunk of profit. Now, step number 3, set a controlled budget. And that's the question that a lot of sellers ask: how much money should I be spending on Amazon for ads when I first launch my ad, as an example? And again, there's of course a formula for it. So profit per unit times units you are willing to risk equals test budget. So if I'm willing to, of course, the formula needs to take into consideration what is your average cost per click and how many clicks I would estimate that I need to get in order to get a sale, especially if I first launch the product. So in my example here, I'm saying I'm willing to sacrifice 2 products with my test budget. And remember, my profit per product is 40 dirhams. So I'm willing to give 80 dirhams in the beginning just to test out the ads, just to gather data. If my CPC, my average cost per click, is around 2 dirhams, then I'm generating around 40 clicks. 40 clicks should get me at least 2 sales, making it a good test budget. Now, after you launch your ads, it's time to review what happened. And if it hasn't become clear in this video, you need to understand that ads will not perform perfectly well the first day you launch them, especially if this is a brand new product that you're launching on Amazon. You don't have brand credibility. Basically, nobody knows who you are. You don't have any reviews. You don't have like a huge social media following. So it is a little bit difficult. And the ultimate reason as to why you want to do a test ad is to get data from Amazon to understand what are your next steps to perform better. And here are the 3 main decisions that you need to take. Number 1, fantastic, you received a lot of clicks and you received profitable sales. Basically, very good news. Your ad campaign is performing below your break-even ACOS. Everything looks great. It doesn't mean that you have to be putting more money into the ad campaign. That's not necessarily how it works. But you do need to look at how the campaign is performing, fine-tuning it a little bit so that you can generate more and more profitability. But essentially, you just need to continue with exactly what you are doing. Now, Amazon Ads itself does recommend that you check the search term reports from your campaign manager in order to find out the keywords that are not just generating clicks, but are also generating sales, and those sales are profitable. Then you can target these keywords. If you are creating, or if you created a manual campaign, you can simply increase the bids on those particular keywords. Or if you are just launching an auto campaign, then you can remove that keyword and create a specific targeted manual campaign. You're not going to know this information unless you, if we take a step back, launch an ad campaign with your test budget. Now, this decision number 1 is an ideal scenario. You should be very happy if this is what's going on. Decision number 2, you did get sales, but your ACOS is incredibly high. And we're talking maybe even above 100%. And yes, this is possible. Does this mean that the ad campaign is not performing well? Absolutely not. It just means there's a problem in the bottom of the funnel. Basically meaning that the customers that are logging into your product page and clicking so that you're paying, because remember, Amazon Ads performs on a PPC basis, meaning we pay per click as sellers. So you're getting all of these qualified customers into your product page, but they're not convinced. You're having to send so much traffic in to get a sale. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean it's related to the ad. Even though you can check your targeting and ensure you're targeting the proper keywords, there's nothing that you need to negate in your keywords. Maybe you're targeting very broad and general keywords, so you want to avoid that. But I would definitely say the reason why your ACOS is high most probably is because when the customer is logging into the product page, they're not feeling confident, they're not feeling convinced. You need to check your images and ensure they're of the highest quality and contain information that really provides info for the customer to feel confident in purchasing your product. Remember, images is primarily the way that we convince someone, so they can't be just general images, they need to be images that provide the USPs. What problem does your product solve? That's very important. Number 2, your pricing. Number 3, reviews. So those would be major things that you would need to check to ensure as to how you would be able to reduce that ACOS. It's not really that bad news because your ad campaign is getting you sales, so we're almost there, but there's something in the formula that needs to be fine-tuned so that you can lower your ACOS and start becoming profitable. And decision number 3, which is the worst one, you did receive clicks but no sales. And this is normally where sellers think, okay, this whole advertising thing simply doesn't work for my product, and they completely shut down their ads, which I'm here to tell you is not the right decision. Not because I want you to advertise, but think about it logically. If you are getting clicks, it means there are customers that are qualified on Amazon. They're searching, finding your product among so many more different products, clicking on your product page and logging into your product page. But when they are inside of your product page, they're deciding not to purchase. This is what you need to consider. Very similar to decision number 2, but much, much, much harder to find out the reason why this is happening. Number 1, the keywords are wrong. Number 2, the price is not competitive. Number 3, the product page or the listing is weak. Number 4, the product doesn't have reviews. Or number 5, all in all, the offer is not convincing. You're getting a lot of clicks into your product, into your ad. You're spending a lot of money, but you're not generating any clicks. It doesn't mean that the ad doesn't work, because if the ad didn't work, then you wouldn't get any clicks at all. There's something wrong as to the reason why the customer isn't feeling convinced. Now that you know this, leave me your comments in the comment section below. What is your current ACOS? If you want to share it with everyone, leave it in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel so you never miss another video. Make sure that you like this video and leave me a comment in the comment section below. I love reading your comments. I love answering your questions. I'll see you in another video with more information. Bye.